I'm back here on the 29. This bad patch here. It was all rusted out here, so I cut it and put this one in it. I need to hammer dolly this a little bit, but I put this across the base. Point is, I'm trying to get this all flat across here. This is the bottom of the door, so I can check. I got to make the door jamb fit. I'll set this up here. Maybe I can see what's going on. Looks like it's high on both ends, so I'll have to take this down a little. This one has been kind of garbage welded up. I can see here on my door that it's a little too low right there, and I don't know what's going on over there, but I need to I put this 1/2 inch piece in here for the bottom of the door. I didn't have any 1 inch at the time. I don't know, I might, I got 1 inch. I might just weld another piece in there. But anyway, point is, I got to get this door bottom flush, so when I make an 1/8 of an inch gap there on my sill plate, I'm not dragging and just misfit. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I've got this pretty much welded up. I've been spot welding a little on some of these patches. It's getting closer. I probably still got 20% of it to weld up. So I'll work on this door a little, and then when it gets warm, I'll move over to someplace else and work on something else. Just kind of keep moving around on this thing. So we'll continue on this door bottom, see if I can get something flush across here. Rather than trying to mess with this, I just cut a little piece to that shape and welded it on here and ground it off. Looks like I started beating this down. Looks like my welds are a little high, but I believe I still have a high spot on that end. Let's see what I got here. Not much room to work. Yeah, that's pretty good there. And I'm starting to see daylight here, and it's hitting right on the back, couple inches behind that weld. But this looks a lot better than it did. I lowered it down quite a bit, so yeah, I can see this. You can see the problem there. This is sticking up a little too high. I don't know. This is welded pretty good in here. Yeah, but this whole area right here is kind of high. I'm going to try to knock it down first. See if I can get any luck doing that. And it's a possibility I might just cut this whole piece out of here and weld another foot of 1 inch in there. That would probably be the best thing. You can see that it's got a curve up on it. This piece here can be knocked down pretty easily. There's nothing behind that except door skin. Well, press on to fix that. Well, I knocked this down a little. Edge was up too high, and yeah, now it's real good across there. We got a little low spot right there, and a little low right in the front, but basically the door here now is all straight and good. I'm trying to get you a view here. Close enough. This piece here, of course, can still be bent in just a little bit. I'll put that piece in there first, but I'm looking through here and I don't see any little daylight right there. Maybe just a little right in here, but for practical purposes, that door bottom is flat. Well, this took a little doing. I cut a piece out of one side of this square and cut it to the length and put it over and welded it into the other 1 inch piece. And then I worked on this door edge here. Got it straight and all tacked down. I need to grind it off a little, but it looks pretty good. I guess I can move on now onto closing up this. The top part has been a little bit, but I think I got enough of this done to put a little plate across here. Actually, this plate that I put here probably should be all the way across the bottom, but I don't remember why I put these plates on here, but I think they were bracing for the door. So now basically I gotta put my door sill together, make sure it's all straight, everything's all parallel and flush here. I'll use that same setup I got over there. Clamp it onto this door. I don't know what I can do about any of that mess in there. Just wire brush it the best I can. Squirt some rust converter in it. But I think I'm going to have to put a little plate right here know. We'll see. I'll get it clamped up and see what we got to do to weld on this sill plate. Here comes our first most critical weld. I've got this clamped up here on the straight part of the cowl jamb. I brought it up here. I've checked it with a square everywhere. Well, you just have to take my word for it. It's all square. It's square down at that end. I tried it with the big square, this one here, and it's square as I can get. I've got the edge of this lined up right at the door edge in both places. Looks like this one slipped a little. My clamp came loose some. I got a piece of 14 gauge sheet metal in there. That gave me a good gap all the way across. Everything is all ready to go. I made a plate for this because it's not quite perfect, and I'm going to weld that plate in and weld that 1 inch to the plate. That way I can well, I just needed to do that to get my gap here that I wanted. So I'm ready to start welding this hinge into the floorboard, toe board, and we'll see what happens. Well, I got this front hinge on. I really glarped it on there. Welder wasn't penetrating like I wanted it to, so I got to grind that all off, but I've got it right here in the center of the bar. I put this on, this bottom door jamb. I've got it set with a pretty good door gap. It's not perfect by any means, but it's roughly clamped in. And now I'll have to make my vertical piece here, weld it up. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. I know how I can put the 1 inch piece in, of course. But it looks like might be able to put a 1/2 inch piece on that 1 inch. How much will this give me? 1 1/2. That might work real good. It would be yeah, that'll leave me just a little gap, enough for a rubber or something, so I can make this part. This is all straight, so a 1 inch piece and a 1/2 inch piece will make that. This part here, this is got a bolt that goes back into here and a little arm, and when a door opens so far, it stops it. So I really don't know if I'm going to try to save this or not. Showing you the floor again. Probably not. I think I'll just cut all this off of here. Give me a good piece. And not exactly sure how I'm going to make the outside of this roof. I'll probably just bend a 1/2 inch bar to the shape of the door, and just get a plate and weld across there. Not sure how I'm going to mount the roof, but I do know that I need to get this door jamb up here, you know, an inch or so above the roof, above the top of the door. So basically, there's my door. I just welded it to the frame there to keep it from wiggling around. I need to check, make sure it's all level and square to this. Well, the bottom parts are, I know. I don't know about this one, but I will make it square. One way or the other. It's not that critical. That front one is, because it's got hinges on it. But this back one is not all that critical. I just bring it up to here somewhere, a couple inches above the door. Make sure I got a decent gap right in here, so the door will open and close, and it should be good to go for a door frame. And then I'll just, once I get something up here, say 2 inches, I'll just run one more piece of probably 1/2 inch across there. Who knows, maybe I'll use some of this 1 inch. I got lots of it. And make that door frame. I might as well make that frame out of 1 inch and adjust the roof to fit the frame. I think it would probably be best if I put like 1/2 inch above here for the 1 inch piece. That would give me 1/2 inch, and if I wanted to, I could use a 3/8 bar or something like that to make a drip rail. Anyway, this was kind of a sort of interesting. At least I've got this door place mocked up and roughly ready to put in this door jamb. I can clean this up a little, and I think I ought to take this 1/2 inch piece out of here and take it all the way down to the sill plate, and that'll give me a little more strength for that. And I probably ought to put a flat plate in there, like an angle. Come on, focus. You know, just bring it straight down and over a little, and that'll make this door jamb really solid. That's probably what I'll do, because the door jamb's got to be solid. And as far as how it's going to go onto the frame, I don't know. I may just weld it on. I'm entertaining the idea of bolting it in. So in case I ever have to take it out, probably not important. The door will come out. The frame, you know, it's all going to be welded into the roof. And it really don't make any sense to try to. I need to be able to unbolt the body and take it off though. So this is gonna more or less be a body mount. I'll have to make that. Anyway, like and subscribe. We'll keep going. I think in a couple days I'll be able to, once I can get this frame mocked up, then I can go over there to the car and cut up some of the junk on there and mount this toe plate to the car. Press on.